Good evening, students. We are well within an ace of CLAT 2024 countdown, and I, your mentor for CR, I request you all now to gear up and fasten your belts to ensure that you all are well braced up for this grand event of getting yourself across the much awaited event of CLAT 2024. And for that, in order to give you a fine-tuned analysis of what should be your ideal prep type in order to get yourself well acquainted, well compatible in absolute sense of compatibility with the normal paper type which CLAT recommends as its own, I will be just introducing you or bringing you across some of the features of critical reasoning and how exactly to master them and how to bring yourself to the level of absolute comfort zone in terms of specializing in various aspects of this particular subject matter. The first thing which I would like you all to be well versed in is basic concepts, basic classroom concepts of CR. Number 2, practice of institutional reference material. Proper revision of all basic fundaments with regular focus on absorption of exemplars. Last but not the least, you should just chew up or acquire a sense of masterdom in every mock question of your respective institutional background. कहने का मतलब क्या है? बहुत सिंपल सी बात है. I just don't want to make it a very heavy duty session or something that just racks on your nerves. In order to make it more levity prone and give you an direct access into the keyhole view of how exactly the things are likely to be set apart, or how exactly are they to pan out in the days to come, probably some 50 to 55 days to come. And first thing which I would like you all to have a proper sense of understanding of is basic classroom concepts of CR. Here the maximum or the sheet anchor role is to be played by your mentor. Mentor's notes, as I say, should form the prime of your first to fourth day of preparation, and you should ensure that you have absolute command over those notes administered into your mind in the initial phase of instruction or your prep program that you must have undertaken in any of the institutes that have technically straddled the entire Indian subcontinental map. So going ahead, after basic classroom concepts of CR, I would request you all practice of institutional reference material. Whatever material we provide you, we as as doyens of LPT, we as part of LPT team or our entire management group provides you as per its commissariat unit reference material, that reference material which we provide in the form of modules, or if in whichever institute you are enrolled, you should ensure that you have had a proper exposure and immersion of that material in within these limited 50 days that you have at hand. By any means, by whatever means, you have already had a proper exposure and access to the material, to the content of the material. You have well examined the level and overall difficulty quotient of the material which you have been provided under the aegis of the institute you are enrolled in across the political map of India. Okay, now third, proper revision of all basic fundamentals with regular focus on absorption of exemplars. Your mentor's concepts, your basic fundamentals have to be regularly practiced with focus on absorption of exemplars. You should have at least 5 exemplars for every basic concept that you have been taught till date. ठीक है, आपको आज तक जो कुछ भी पढ़ाया गया है, ये आपकी मॉरल ड्यूटी बनती है, उसके एटलीस्ट 5 एग्जाम्पल्स आपके पास होने चाहिए. एंड यू शुड प्रैक्टिस ऑन अ डे टू डे बेसिस टू एंश्योर दैट योर ओवरऑल अंडरस्टैंडिंग एंड ओवरऑल absorption of the subject is taking an upward trajectory on a day by day basis, and you are as an individual emerging as a stronger version of self as your practice curve is taking an upward leap, as is pretty much visible, or as I am emphasizing on through this specific module or through this specific capsule video of mine. Okay, now last but not the least, you should just chew up or acquire a sense of masterdom in every mock question of your respective institutional background. आपके जितने भी mock tests होते हैं, mock papers होते हैं, आपको हर mock paper के हर question को करके देखना है, उसको examine करना है, evaluate करना है, उसको conceptual perspective में देखना है. And once you have had this much of task undertaken, you can now rest in comfy. Okay, if this much is undertaken, then you can be rest assured, but don't just let yourself be overwhelmed by anything that is of the description of assumption or of description of presumption that now you have presumed that you are already well prepared for almost everything and you have entered the realm of brown studies. That has to be avoided under any circumstance. And considering all these 4 or 5 pointers, you have to ensure that you have also undertaken a proper revision of 3 or 4 whatever, अभी तक तो 3 ही आए हैं, sample CLAT papers that are to give you a highlight of what the exact form and conception of CLAT 2024 could be. I hope I have made myself clear beyond reasonable doubt that these 5 to 6 steps are the technically sound and reason-based, reasonably correct way about to go through with your final round preparation of critical reasoning. And in conformity with me, I think this much is enough. If you are well able to press this into effect, I think we will have many laurels to celebrate by the time we will have the results streaming in. Thank you, bacho. Thanks a lot. And this undoubtedly does not happen to be my final video. We will have plethora of videos to go before the final countdown, but still in this video I have tried to bring out or try to put in relief many such unknown or many such otherwise undiscussed aspects of teaching, which we generally fail to connect to, which we generally fail to touch upon during our normal course of teaching. But all this technically encapsulates what we undergo or what we undertake on a 365-day basis as part of two important pillars of this teaching paradigm, that is mentor and you all and the entire family of students that are to form the bulwark of our entire operation, that is Excel CLAT 2024. Thank you, bachcho. Thanks a lot.